Ever since India became a republic in 1950, we have fought 17 major and minor wars and conflicts. Out of these 17 wars, we have won 11, lost 2, and 5 are still ongoing. If we keep aside the 5 ongoing wars, India has a victory rate of about 85%. If, of course, we attribute this victory to the brave soldiers of our nation, to their heroism and to their gallantry, to their valor and their courage and their spirit of putting their lives in danger to save our nation. As we revel in the victory, war after war, and chat with our family and discuss with our friends all the great contributions of these wonderful heroes, and post on social media like Facebook and Instagram their condolences and peace messages for all the soldiers who have died. My question here is the war really over? If you ask me, it isn't. The war has just begun. The war of the families of the dead soldiers for survival. The war of living a respectable and independent life of war widows after their husbands are dead. The war of social and economic instability and injustice. The war of those mothers to just provide the basic living to their kids. My research shows me that the plight of war widows is as worse as the Syrian refugees, if not more. Differential compensation is offered to different families of soldiers based on their rank in the military, their line of work, and how they died while serving the nation. The widows get close to zilch benefits and as little as 2,000 to 5,000 rupees of compensation every month after their husbands are dead. These war widows are illiterate and poor and are forced to remarry their once brother-in-laws so that the compensation or the pension that is coming in stays within the family. Only 10% of the kids of these dead soldiers are sent to army school and receive free education. Thousands and thousands of widows are starving at this point in time, and several hundreds of them are contemplating suicide. Several thousands of them are already on the verge of homelessness, and the best example of this would be Major Batra, who died in the Kargil War of 1971. On one hand, he has a street and a park named after him, and on the other hand, he has an entire family after him who is homeless and struggling to make ends meet. While this nation gives immense adulation and respect to artists and filmy heroes, the true heroes of the nation, the soldiers and their families post their death, suffer and struggle and writhe in poverty and misery. In this speech, with this effort, I am going to provide you with statistics, examples, pictures, and detailed research of the pain of these war widows and these war-ridden families, so that I can inspire everyone in the audience to do their bit towards the community. I promise the pictures that I put in front of you will actually make your eyes moist and pull the carpet from right beneath your feet. As a nation of 1.3 billion people, if even 5% of us contribute 100 rupees towards this cause, we would end up raising 6.5 crore rupees. You can do the math. Well, in the second part of the presentation, I'm going to give you what are the effective ways of using and channelizing this money so that we can get the maximum benefit out of it. This would include pointers like educating these war widows, making sure that we develop their skill set so that they have a good employment. I would also include things like giving psychological and emotional counseling to these widows. And I would also include ways to generate employment for these widows and the rest of people in the family so that they can lead a sustainable lifestyle. Statistics show that about 60% of people don't even know how to apply for pension or what is it that is actually due for them. At the end of this presentation, I would conclude it with effective mechanisms to monitor that pensions are issued to these widows and these families in a timely manner, and they don't have to struggle to fight for something that is their share due. Also, I would give ways to monitor that these kids of these martyrs are admitted to proper schools and given the right amount of education. In my opinion, these war widows, or Veer Naris as we call them, are a symbol of dignity, sacrifice, and courage in the society. With this speech at this TEDx platform, my idea is to make sure that they get the lifestyle that they truly deserve, the respect that they truly deserve, and my idea is to make sure that everyone in our community join hands to get them where they want to be and where they need to be. Jai Hind.